in our country to date. News 3's Allison Mechanic has traveled to the campus for that milestone anniversary.
And she is live with us this morning, sharing how the Hampton Roads community is remembering one of its own who was killed on that day, April 16th, back in 2007. Good morning to you, Allison.
Good morning, Blaine and Jessica. Lauren McCain was a freshman from Hampton, Virginia, and this right here behind me is her memorial stone here on the campus of Virginia Tech. Her father tells me that she came to Virginia Tech in order to become a missionary. He says that while she was inside Norris Hall, which is just a few steps away from where we are standing right now, her life was tragically taken from her and her family. But they say, and even 10 years after her death, she is still inspiring others. Tears still come to Dave McCain's eyes when he talks about his daughter, Lauren.
She was special. She was people-centered. And she wanted to go out into the world and make an influence for Christ.
Lauren's faith is what brought her to Virginia Tech in 2007.
And she didn't want to necessarily be a missionary in a suit and tie. You know, she wanted to go live in a community and become part of that community and influence the community as the community.
But instead of going out into the world, her life ended abruptly on April 16, 2007. She was one of the 32 students and staff members killed in the Virginia Tech shooting massacre.
She was shot twice and died instantly. The pictures looked like she was sleeping. She looked peaceful.
According to her father, the way Lauren died was the best case scenario in a horrible situation, especially because in the moments leading up to her death, she was happy.
Right before the guy came in the room, somebody had cracked a joke and they were all laughing. So she would have been laughing, she would have looked away, she never would have seen it, she would have been scared, she didn't suffer.
Nearly 10 years after her death, Lauren's family is still struggling with their loss, but not because of the tragic way she died.
It doesn't hurt necessarily anymore. There's a longing to see her again.
Though her loved ones say there are still times she is seen in the ways she continues to inspire those she left behind.
We have some of her friends went into the mission field and told us that we went in because of Lauren. And they're influencing people, they're reaching people, and people that have never even heard her name are going to be influenced, you know, downstream.
And that inspiration will suffice until they are reunited with Lauren again.
You're just gone from each other for a while. You know you're going to see them again. You know you're going to pull back into home port, and they're going to be on the pier waiting for you, and that's what it's like.
A little later on News 3 this morning, we'll tell you how Lauren's family is turning this tragedy into a way to help others. On the campus of Virginia Tech, I'm Allison Mechanic, News 3.
Just a beautifully told story there about how her legacy is living on 10 years later.
Yeah, and for that family to be able to find the strength in her legacy is definitely beautiful to see.
It is 6:09 right now. Let's get an update on traffic. Here's Kristen Crowley.
Thank you both. Let's take a look at the roadways before you do have to head out this morning. Traffic is going to be very steady for everyone heading through. We're not seeing big backups or delays out there yet. VDOT is lifting a lot of the travel restrictions starting today at noon through Tuesday at noon, so that'll help you out with road work over the weekend, especially if you are traveling to see your family. Everyone else that's getting ready to head out, here's a live look right around Fort Eustis. You are seeing that traffic looking pretty good, 64 east and westbound. No major delays yet. HRBT is still clear.